I kept a voicemail, saved for 2 years because I was waiting for the perfect headspace to listen to it. But by the time I pressed play, the voice on the other end was already a memory. My grandfather didn't understand the digital age. He didn't text, he didn't like photos, and he certainly didn't understand that a phone call in the middle of a workday was considered a distraction. To him, if you thought of someone, you called them. Simple as that. During my first year as a startup founder, my life was a high-speed chase. I was constantly in sprint mode. I remember sitting in a glass-walled conference room when my phone vibrated. Grandpa calling. I swiped it to voicemail with a sharp exhale of annoyance. "I'll call him back when this deal closes," I muttered to my partner. He left a 3-minute voicemail. I saw the notification, but I didn't listen. I told myself I didn't have the emotional bandwidth for his long, rambling stories about the farm or the weather. I saved it like a task on a to-do list, something to be dealt with when I was less stressed. 6 months later, the deal closed. I was a success. But that same week, my mother called to tell me Grandpa had passed away quietly in his sleep. The funeral was a blur of black suits and polite nods. It wasn't until I was sitting in my silent apartment a week later that I remembered the saved message. With trembling fingers, I finally pressed play. "Hey, kiddo," his voice crackled through the speaker, sounding small against the backdrop of a chirping bird. "I know you're real busy doing big things. Just wanted to tell you. I saw a sunset today that looked exactly like that painting you did in 3rd grade. The one with the messy orange clouds. It made me proud. Anyway, don't work too hard. The world will still be there tomorrow, but the sunset won't. Love you." I played it 10 times. I had been so worried about the big things that I had ignored the only person who loved me for the small things. We treat our digital lives like an archive, thinking we can store the people we love in save for later folders. We ignore the calls and skip the dinners, convinced that we are investing in a future where we'll finally have time to be present. But people aren't podcasts. You can't just hit play whenever it's convenient for you. Love requires a now that doesn't care about your schedule or your stress levels. If there is a message sitting in your inbox or a call you've been avoiding because you're too busy, stop, listen, answer, because the most expensive thing you can own is a moment you can never get back.